Yo, what up? I'm gonna play Lost Ark beta on November. Is it? Wait, the beta's on November 4th. The Lost Ark beta is. If it is, I didn't know that at all. Give me a second. Let me turn this up a bit. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna turn this up. I'm gonna turn it up a bit more, so the music is better. Actually, let's turn it to 70. I think that's good. Yeah. Ambient music, UI, sound effects. Take this down a little bit. That should be good. Alright, we're good. So yeah, Lost Ark beta's on. I thought it was in like December or something. I didn't know it was in November. Yeah, I don't know about that. If it's earlier, then it's earlier, right? I just do it earlier. I'm not sure really what I'll do. If it's on November 4th, I'll decide soon. Hopefully I'll be back to streaming then. Not sure, but it's a pretty good probability. We'll see what happens. I don't know what the best place to farm rawhide is. I'm really gonna have to like look up and see for myself. I haven't really done a lot of testing. I just need a lot of rawhide. 30 days for Endwalker. Yeah, it's crazy, right? The fuck? Where is it? There it is. Island down in Cutlass. Oh, with the boars? Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I should just like go and check and see for myself. Just Master Life Staff, it's bad. It's not bad at all. No, I think Life Staff's really good. I'm just using it because I just was using it one day and I just never stopped. I'm actually gathering resources to get my armor crafting up to 200, but it's just it's really taken a long time. It's a huge fucking grind. The corrupted wolves. Like right here, right? In this area here. This SOP. It's really good. I like using it. Achievement progress shows how many trees you cut down. There's a few achievements on Steam for white trees you cut down. Yeah, actually there is. I saw them the other day. Cause I think Zack got one and it popped up in my feed. Yeah, I should probably just go get like maybe I don't know how much rawhide. Probably like 10,000 rawhide or something like that. Just get that out of the way. The castle right next to that. Yeah, maybe I should just go try and do that. Because I need to farm out like just so much. I feel like my server is like really low pop now. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it just kind of feels that way to me. Whole game feels that way? What's my slash played? Let me see. They closed down a bunch of servers to new characters but never reopened them as population died down. Yeah, but one of my servers, like, my server was always a low pop server. Like, I never had to wait for queues or anything. Like, I think I waited for a queue, like, twice, that was it. And that's why I played on the server, is because I didn't want to wait for queues. Damn, I can't aim for shit. Maybe armor is such a bitch. I'm light and farming takes like 30 minutes to fill up 40 pounds of hemp. Heavy armor? Oh, dude, like, heavy armor is the way to go, in my opinion. I like heavy armor a lot. I've only played with heavy armor, so I don't know how good light armor even is. 459 people playing on your server right now. Yeah, that seems pretty low. Yeah, 459 is definitely low. My skills? Yeah. Those are my skills right now. A lot of my time that I've invested in the game has been spent purely on leveling up my watermark and not really doing anything else. Like just grinding mobs. For those numbers to be a lot higher. Light armor is fine for damage boost. Try light armor and rapier spear build. Just try to stay out of the way with dodge. Yeah, I mean, like, that's cool, but I don't know if I'd ever really do that myself. It's hard to say. Okay, so that's 102. How much would it be to teleport down to here? 200? I could just do it. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. Let me just get down there and I will, actually, let me do some other stuff real quick. 24-hour peak is 512k, down 400k over 2 weeks. 50% player retention over 2 weeks. What do you guys think? I mean, actually, like, I would take the second day. Like, because the first day is, like, that's huge. Like, everybody is popping off on the first day. Like, I'd say, like, the second or, like, third day. That's great. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's decent. Yeah, I mean, I do really like this game. I mean, you would hope so if I've put so much time into it, right? I just hit 400 hours on Steam. But, I do think it needs a lot of work, too. Hopefully they'll be able to do what I think they need to do. Let's see. I guess I'll just make some more silk and then we'll just keep crafting more stuff. 30% retention for any major release seems very high. Yeah, I would say so. Playing others just trying to game out and such. Yeah, I think that's true too. You're gonna have like tourists. Before the game 60 hours in. Yeah, I do think they could do a little bit more to keep people engaged with like high-end content, and hopefully they'll do that in the future. That's what I'm kind of hoping will happen. New World's boomer friendly. Oh, it's definitely has 400 hours in this game so far. Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, 417 hours. We're actually gonna hit 420 today. Default Steam pick? Oh, I don't care about that. I understand why they didn't allow for WoW's BGs, something like this, level 20. I think that it would be really nice if they did add in BGs or something like that. But they do have it, it just doesn't work. If they had it and it worked, it would be great. But yeah, I do really like, to me it's very important for me to play on a big server. I don't really like playing on small servers because it makes me feel lonely and it's like depressing to me. So I do definitely hope that they can open up transfers soon so I can move to a bigger server. Like, it'll just be like really sad for me if I move to a bigger server and then even that server kind of declines in popularity. I'd be very depressed if that happened. Okay, I don't even know what these things are. I have no idea what these things even are. Okay. Let's go ahead and teleport over. I think this game will decline in popularity anytime soon. It's hard to say, right? I mean, like, I wanted to watch like that one review of the game that people were giving a lot of credibility to. I'm not sure if I'll do that today or not. Town board stuff, yeah, some of it is. I might as well just knock these two out, get it done. The hell? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's these. Great. Oh, I remember I completed those. Yeah, so like one thing I think the game definitely does have a bit of an issue with is it needs to have more reasons for, like, I don't think the game's systems scale well with like lower populations. I was reading like a post today of people like talking about how it could be problematic whenever people take breaks from the game or stop playing because they'd lose so many like resources and things in the game that were being farmed. So I do think it's a pretty big issue. It's just one that a lot of people don't know exists yet. And PvP is important, but there's a lot of people that play the game that don't really care a whole lot about PvP. So I don't think PvP should be like the end-all be-all expectation that everybody does. Because I think if you make that the if you make that like, oh well, if you want to play the game, just go PvP. I think really all you're saying is that the game's not really going to grow. Leveling now is terrible. Why? You know, why is leveling terrible now? How's endgame? It's a lot like the rest of the game. To be honest, it's about the same content. Just move all this stuff in. Just save space. The tuning orbs. Why do I need all these tuning orbs? I'm just gonna get rid of that. Utility stuff. I don't think I need this many healing potions. Just gonna put those away too. Put that away. Okay, I think we're pretty much good. Yeah. Alright, let's go skinny. What's the game's selling point? I'd say the game's selling point is primarily that it has a decent gathering system. It has a PvP focus on it, and I think that there are a lot of things in the game that play well, and I think that makes people like it. Sense of community, yeah. And there's also like no monthly sub for the game, so like you can just try the game out anytime you want and see if you'll enjoy it. That's 57 rawhide. That's a lot of fucking rawhide. Makes me stop playing is the Azoth system. I have to move around, turn in quests, spending Azoth for this chore. Yeah, I do think that Azoth is a, the problem is that they have, like, a goal with the game of, like, trying to, do I even need lodestone? Like, is lodestone worth mining? Like, I don't even know. Gotcha, bitch. They're a good thing of the game, no addition of subs. Climbing animations, yeah, the climbing in the game is really good too. I agree with that. I feel like the game is so low with the volume compared to my my voice. It's weird. Okay, let's see here. Might as well loot these too. The big ones here I think are always platinum. And I think platinum has a chance to drop. Oh, this one isn't. Never mind. Okay. Fuck silver. So Panthu, how's Olympus? Is Olympus still like super high population? Because like they're gonna add in server transfers really soon. Do you think they'll introduce flying mounts? No. No, I don't think so. Second highest pop still. Yeah. What's your, curious what your take is on GPU issues, or some people are having black screen, unusable 3080s after playing New World? Truth is, I'm not really a big computer guy, so I'm not sure really why that happens. It could be because of New World, or it could be because of the PCs. I know that there was a situation before where people thought it was New World's fault, but it turns out that it was actually the PC, the graphics card manufacturer, who was at fault. So it's really hard for me to say whose fault it is, really. Is graphics card's fault? Yeah. Had a queue for your first time in a week or so yesterday. Yeah, that definitely makes me excited to play there. So do I want to kill these, like the big boys? Like, I'm not sure if I do or not. Ah, I missed him. I missed the other guy too. Fuck. Alright, let me see how many of these give me. Okay. How much rawhide do I get from this? 65. Okay. Crocs give a lot. They do, but they're also very far away. People said it's near, like, in this castle, where there's a number of these dogs that I can skin. Yeah, like use at peak hours can still go on for like an hour. That's good. Yeah, I think that's awesome. I don't really know exactly, like, it's gonna be really important. I think one thing New World should not hesitate to do is merge servers. I just don't know how they can do that with like territory standing and everything. Because it's just, in my opinion, like playing on a dead server is just like death for people's excitement for an MMO. Need to just reset it. Yeah, I mean, they could do that. People might get pissed, but like, I don't know if that's the right decision or not. $2K's the max, they have so much lag as is. Yeah, but there's a number of servers that are below like 1K, right? And so like if it's below 1K, you put 2 below 1K servers, it's still below 2K. Most feels like the game's long beaten already. There's a lot of people who have played a lot of the game on beta and everything, so they had a huge leg up. Classic server died overnight. Yeah, no doubt. So, what, you just kill these? I mean, there's not even this many dogs. There's only like 3 or 4 dogs. Let's see. Oh, that gave 60 rawhide though. That was a lot. So I guess I just go around the area here. I'll just go somewhere else so we're not fighting over mobs. Yeah, I do plan on doing a little bit of PvP soon. I just haven't really wanted to deal with it yet. What I really want to do in PvP is, before I do PvP, is I want to get my legendary armor set. I know that sounds insane, but like I want to get the void bent armor set and start farming that. Heard the PvP was bad. It's hard to say. I don't necessarily think that it's bad. I just not super interested. Shroud got full void bent set. Yeah, I need you guys to give me all your stuff too, if you're on my server, so I can do it more easily. That's another thing being on a high pop server will do. So I'll be able to beg more people for stuff. Is this the fastest way of getting resources? I'm just thinking to myself. I'm not sure. With the right numbers tonight was must fight. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Awful Grotto. Is this Awful Grotto? This is Bright Eyed Den. I don't know what Awful Grotto is. What's this guy doing? He's not killing other mobs. I'm not gonna skin his mobs because like we gotta live in this place together. I don't want to have it be a fight. Yeah, these mobs take forever to kill. Fuck. It's in Callisto's travel spot. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I've been there before. I'll just keep farming these for now. Guy here's doing the best spawns, yeah. I see now. He's probably not happy about the fact that I'm here. Then you hear people haven't seen the hoof on the loot tables yet either. I think a lot of people, a lot of things on the loot tables are just kind of unknown. Like nobody really knows what's real. He's gonna get that one. So does that mean like this one over here is gonna spawn? Oh, I think he's not happy that I'm in his spot. Hope you're doing well. Doing the late game yet? Yeah, I mean like it's a really big grind. Like I actually don't like how much of like the late game crafting is a grind. I think it's kind of boring. Cause like it's like you're crafting resources for something that like, or sorry, you're using resources over and over that don't really have a lot of you're crafting things that have like zero value just like over and over and over, like hundreds of times, like 15,000 bows. Like why? I don't know. I think it's like to a certain extent it's just silly. He didn't like that. So you can make money off the bows? But you can't though, right? I mean, like, I'm assuming anything that you have to craft 15,000 of, you're probably not going to make a lot of money off of. Like, I looked up a thing that, like, tells me, like, how much it's going to take. And it was a lot, man. It really was. I was surprised. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, 15k boasts that many people in a population. It's like not really realistic. Yeah, these are, this is a really good farming spot. But, yeah, having another person here does make it a lot worse. Hopefully he'll leave. But there's not really much of a reason for him to leave. So much faster than everything else in the area? Yeah. They have pretty low health. Making arrows is pretty useful. 1.8 million experience from engineering 0 to 200. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's kind of crazy to me. I don't think that, I don't think that's the way the game should play. Like it seems like it seems undercooked that the most efficient way of grinding your crafting is remaking thousands of small, like, low value items rather than crafting better items as your crafting skill increases. Like, to me, that's what makes sense. You don't want any work to go into it? No, I just want the work to feel good. And like, I don't think it feels good like crafting 500 of an item that's like a level 15 quality and then throwing it away. Like, that's not really work, it's just click the button and go AFK. Not a whole lot of value there. The solution? Solution I think is to like, in my opinion, like, this is what WoW did, right? Is like in WoW, like, recipes go gray. So whenever a recipe goes gray, it doesn't provide you any resources anymore, or any skill ups anymore. But the thing with New World, like, here's what they do, right? This is like the actual solution, because I think that not having things go gray at all does make the game interesting. what I think they should do is you just make the higher tier items give way more experience. Problem solved. Yeah, that would be my solution. Get out of here. I'm here now. But he thinks he owns the place, but I do. Most likely will. They want to drag heels on that a bit to slow player progression. Yeah, the thing is though, is like whenever you do that, there's a lot of people that they'll just stop playing because they'll see how long it takes and they'll be discouraged. Because they're like, oh, this is like, you know, 30,000 rawhide. Like, this sucks. Like, I don't want to do this. Why? It's me? Yeah, the quit moment, right? And, I don't think that's, like, super, like, good for the game. 5-10 armoring a day. Taking bite-sized pieces. Yeah, I probably should do the same thing, honestly. He's so pissed off, man. He's actually he's gonna type again. He says, JK, I'm not. Oh, he knows who I am. Oh, he's really not liking it now. Cutlass key storage is just rawhide. Yeah, I figure like I might as well just do this. I'll cap out. Skimmer needs a vendor. 2k of some solvents. We're really terrible. Throw them away. Yeah, I know. The solvents, I think adding in the solvents makes it interesting, but the problem is that it's kind of like, I feel like one of the issues with the beta, sorry, that's me, not you. One of the issues with the beta is they didn't let it exist for long enough for the developers to get an idea of what happens like after the initial rush for content occurs. And I think that's been kind of a pretty big blind spot they've had in terms of you know, seeing how different things will evolve. Like, for example, I think it's going to be a really big issue whenever you have like even less people leveling, because whenever you have that much fewer people leveling, nice, can't steal it from them. Whenever you have that much fewer people leveling, you're not going to have as many people who are doing, you know, adding in some of these like lower level resources into the economy more regularly. So those resources are going to be increased. Their value is going to be increased just by the nature of the progression of players in the server. He's gonna get this one. Yeah, he did. Nope. Happened on RuneScape. Normal logs are the most expensive just about. Yeah, and I don't think that's good. Yeah, it's too bad this guy's here. Or I'd be able to farm way more. But it doesn't really matter. Are you transferring servers? Yeah, I think I will. You know what surprised me boring? I wonder why it's got the hype. Well, some people just like the more grindy aspect of the game. I have to break his spirit. Top of your spot to level up skinning, that's really where I did mine. Really? See, like, I just kind of killed mobs. Like, I never really thought about it. Thank you. I mean, to be fair, like, I don't want to steal his stuff. I just want to get. I'm just here for the leather. This isn't personal. But I have been farming a lot of it. He really mad. He started first. No, the thing is, like, I let him get some kills, and then he let me get some kills, and then eventually he got greedy. He got fucking greedy, and that's whenever he started, ooh, maybe I'll just skin his mob. But guess what, bitch? You're gonna live like a bitch, you're gonna die like a bitch. I'm gonna get all your fucking mobs now. That's it. Thoughts on WoW nowadays? I don't really have a whole lot of thoughts on the game. It is what it is. I think people overreacted to the, oh, he's, ah, man. I don't know why I stopped attacking. He got that one from me. I saw that a lot of people were like really upset about Mike Ybarra tweeting about doing sale runs, which is like, in my opinion, wait, is this guy complaining of? He's complaining about me in global chat. Oh, you got that one too. Spamming it now. So yeah, anyway, what was I saying? I forgot even what I was saying. It was funny. What's he doing? Like, Varant is a scumbag? See, like, I don't think he is. Like, I actually don't think it's a big deal. Like, the thing is, like, sale runs are the best way for, like, a more serious player to make gold. Like, that's just the way the game works. And it's like, is it his fault that, like, the game works that way? Well, not really. I mean, I guess now it kind of is, but, like, it's not, though. I mean, like, realistically, it's not. So, it's like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be mad at him because he's playing the game the way that it's the most efficient? Like, I don't really care about him doing sale runs at all. It doesn't matter. Like, there's always going to be people doing sale runs. The thing that I care about is that you can do them. That's what really matters. Boosting is never fine. It's just unavoidable. See, like, here's always been my take on boosting, and this has always been my opinion about it, is that I think the idea, the RP, like the, you know, this is an MMO RPG, of a guy who is a auction house tycoon, right? I think of Gallywix, or some fucking fat, overfed goblin getting carried through the raid by a bunch of, like, very well-skilled players. Because he paid them a bunch of money. Like, I think that's actually kind of a cool RP. So I don't mind that at all. However, I think the problem is not even really with the boosting. I think the problem is with the WoW token. Because if you were farming out the gold yourself, that would be one thing. But the issue is that you're not, in many cases. You're buying a WoW token and then buying a run, which is really the issue. Boosting is just a... No, I haven't. I'm gonna do chests probably in, like, I don't know, like a half hour or something, like maybe an hour. But I want more people to give me free stuff, so just whenever you guys have a chance, just let me know. Whenever you guys can do that and you get around to it. Token's a problem entirely. Yeah, exactly. The issue is the token. Like, it's not his fault that he's playing the game in the most optimum way. Which it is. I mean, it's like boosting in the game, like for a mythic raider or like a serious player, is just infinitely more efficient than doing anything else in the game. And that's just that's the way the game goes. But I think the problem is that whenever the people that are buying the boosts are buying them 9 times out of 10 with real money, then it just devalues the integrity of the game. And it's kind of like, do you remember whenever Hassan bought the really expensive house and people got mad at him? And like, I defended him because I was like the individual doesn't really matter. Like, the individual is just merely a product of a system. And it's about the system and changing the system. Because if you don't change the system, it's the same reason why I said I didn't care about, like I like Rothstein. Like, I actually like him. I think he's a funny guy. And I like him. Obviously, I like Train. He's like one of my oldest friends on Twitch. So it's not like I don't like the gambling streamers. It's just that I don't think it should be on Twitch, right? So like, it's not like I'm not angry at them because they're just taking advantage of something that that's provided to them. And I look at it the same way with boosting. That the individual that might be doing something that you disagree with is simply doing that because the system provides a reward structure around doing so. So even if you fix the individual, the problem will just repeat itself, because realistically, the people who are buying the carries from Mike, if he doesn't sell the carries, somebody else will. So fixing that problem is the issue. So this is actually under Reddit. I got blasted. Well, I think a lot of people are very unhappy with Blizzard. And because they're so unhappy with Blizzard, they're willing to forego any sense of rationality and measured criticism. They just want to say that the game is, or the company is just like universally bad, etc. Just check your Reddit. Yeah, I can look at it in a bit if people want me to. Move on token and sale runs are 100% okay. Yeah. But yeah, that's always been like my take on it. Like, I don't care about the individual. It's like there's always going to be people, like, I don't ever rely on people to like not do what's in their best interest. Like, I usually just expect people are gonna do whatever is good for them, and if whatever is good for them is not good for other people, then the problem is probably the system and not the person. Yeah, it's human nature. Like, I think whenever you're trying to fight against human nature, you pretty much always lose. Not planning on switching builds. Yeah, I do want to switch builds and try out some different stuff, actually. I think that'll be really fun. Alright, well, I've farmed out 3,000 rawhide. That's a pretty good amount. I'll go back and recall. About capos. I don't really care. Like, the thing is, the point that I was making, right, is that you should never expect an individual to not do what's best for them, even if it's counterintuitive to their values. Like, I know that this is something that some people get upset about, but I've always believed this very strongly, that if you ever expect somebody to do something that's counterintuitive to what's beneficial to them, that you'll always be disappointed. And I think also it's a misplacement of priorities. That's why everyone's cheating at the moment. Yeah, of course, because you can. It's that simple. Blizzard made an expansion of WoW, make it great again. I'm sure I'll play WoW probably. I might play WoW tomorrow. Like, I think so many people have, I don't know. People are very opinionated about, oh, I should probably have like, don't I have like a leatherworking set? Yeah, I should probably put these on whenever I do this. Because like 2% on like 5 items, that's 10%. Whenever I'm making 1,000, that's like 100 items. Okay, here we go. So I have to make, how many of these do I have to make? I have to make 117 of these. Wow, what a great game. Oh, let me actually move over some more linen. Most done on Twitch. I think that WoW has like never really been like a super good. It's never been like a super good stream game. Like people usually, I would say, probably get bored watching WoW. 95 gold to transfer that. What the fuck? Okay. Alright, let's go. Per ban from your main channel, so do whatever you want. I can't complain. Yeah, I don't know why you got banned. You can always submit a ban appeal. Most of the time, people that submit a ban appeal get unbanned. Not all the time, but most of the time. So many times you can watch somebody do SSC or TK? Yeah, or do like Necrotic Wake or something like that. It's the same thing with Retail WoW. It's got the same problem. Okay, 192 of these. Alright, so I started at level 86. One of I've watched lately is Grayson playing arenas. Yeah, Grayson's really funny, right? But it's like personality based is what I'm saying. There needs to be a skip all function. No, there doesn't. There needs to be a better crafting progression function, and then this wouldn't happen in the first place. Problem solved. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, this is fine. Everything's okay. Probably not the best stream game for you, but personal enjoyment I think you'd absolutely cherish. OSRS. Oh yeah, I mean I think I would if I could get into it, absolutely. Yeah, you're right. The sound's gonna be stuck in my head for 5 minutes now. Well, yeah, because it's gonna be going on for 5 more minutes. Can't wait to play AOC. Yeah, I'm gonna be really busy doing that. 600 sets of satin gloves to get 150 armor. Sickening. Oh my god, dude. I need to get to 200. 600 sateen gloves. Like, yeah, guys, can y'all please start trading me resources? Like, this is just a fucking nightmare. Like, that's gonna be the first thing I do whenever I get to Olympus, is start begging for gold. New PoE, new interest. Yeah, I'm gonna play the new PoE. I want to play Righteous Fire. I'm so worried, like, that it's gonna be bad, though. Like, what if I play Righteous Fire and it's bad? Like, they buffed it a lot. Yeah, Righteous Fire got buffed, I know that. However, Pox made a couple videos in Righteous Fire. Yeah, I watch Pox. I like him a lot. I've watched his videos ever since, I remember I watched him get 100 in, like, Harbinger League or something like that. That many years ago. This would be a good spot for next league. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Is this the acclaimed amazing new world crafting? Yes, actually it is. The processing professions are very badly designed. Like, and by very badly designed, I mean very badly designed. And the thing is with it is that I think it's just like such an easy solution. You just make the higher tier ones give more resources. That's it. This should not be the meta. This is not the way the game should work. Passive skill changes. I don't know enough about them to have an opinion, to be honest with you. Can you max all professions on a single character? Yeah, I plan on it, but I hope that by the time I do that on all my other professions that they have the other professions more well balanced. High level materials aren't worth dick because all the lower inputs required. Yeah, and the lower inputs required aren't being injected into the economy as often because more people are reaching the higher ends of the game. Which is the exact thing that I said was going to happen 2 weeks ago, and everybody was like, haha, fucking idiot, that's not going to happen. There's tons of people on my server that are farming iron. It's like, yeah, of course, for now. Wait till you get to furnishing? Yeah, I hope they change it. I think you need like 3 million wood or something like that for furnishing. So you guys better get to farming. And I only went up to level 95. Like all of that trouble only got me to level 95. Isn't that incredible? What's making me stick with the game? Ah, it's just something to do. I enjoy the game. Because you're not making higher level stuff? Yeah, I'm not making higher level stuff because it's not cost efficient. This is the most cost efficient thing to do. At least I'm getting a lot of my resources back. That's a good thing. A lot of people farming iron. Issue recipes require more and more iron as you go. Yeah, I think that what they should do is they could add in a amount of iron that you get even whenever you do higher level nodes. So like star metal will give you as much as like 70% or 100% of an iron node, and orichalcum will give you 200% of an iron node. So like where an iron node would give you, let's say 100 iron, an orichalcum will give you 200 or 300. And that way they could balance the material progression. I think that'd be a good idea. There are no really rare ores. Well, I think cinnabar is pretty rare, and Tolveron ore is rare too. That's my understanding. Everyone will hard camp ori spots and it would suck. Well, is it better? The thing is, like, would you want people like camping the spots? Because you can't really camp a lot of those spots because they're in like elite zones. Like if you want to camp one of those spots, that's hard to do. Putting iron even cloth recipe is not good. Yeah. Higher level iron node, 150. Oh, you know what? That's actually, you know what? Maybe that's a good idea, man. They could add in like a level 150 or 200 level iron nodes that just give way more. Yeah, maybe that would be a good idea. Like, yeah, rich iron. And it's like really, really big. Economy dying in all servers. I was actually reading about that today. Is this the post that you're referring to? This one here. The New World's economy is suffering from rapid deflation. Yeah. I think that's a big problem too. I mean, obviously, I think it's a big problem. I think it's a very simple solution too. Just add in vendors that you can sell your items back to that give you gold. Done. That's it. Like, I don't know what would work better than that. I think I've got on all my harvesting stuff, right? Yeah, I do. Like, I'm never going inflation. Well, it's not about having inflation. Like, and the thing is that there's a lot of, like, all they need to do is hire some data scientists and commission them to figure out what the equilibrium point of gold spent versus gold injected into the economy, and then base the sale prices off of that. A data scientist can do that. There's a lot of really interesting things you can do with numbers if you know the rules of the game. That's literally their job. Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, like Blizzard hires data scientists to make decisions for them, too. And I think that it's like it's not always the right decision to just do exactly what you know, some company that you're outsourcing development or like research into is saying you should do, but you should do something close to that, I think. The economy role model on MMOs. See, like, I don't know. This has always been like my take on Eve is like, Eve is like such a small population game that I don't really place a lot of value in the game's like economy, because I just assume that the economy of the game is probably a little bit like, the reason why it's so good is because the game is so small, and like if it was subjected to the same level of like scrutiny and exploitation that like a lot of these other bigger games have, that you would see the same problems and cracks show in the EVE Online economy too. But I could be wrong about that. Like, this is just like kind of my assumption. Economy works because you lose stuff when you die. Yeah. Whenever they roll down, they lay down, they do that, I always think they're having a seizure. It's a little bit disturbing. Let's go kill that one over there. Depending on factions having all the map, and it's hard to change people, so stop playing or thinking to change servers. My opinion is that if New World had another year of development, they probably would have scrapped a lot of the faction system. Which probably would have been a good idea. So confirm you're coming to El Dorado? The only El Dorado I know is the Disney movie. Should have been companies, factions terrible. Yeah, I think it should have been companies too. And maybe not. I mean, like, maybe that's not a good idea, but like, they shouldn't have made it, like, because it just encourages snowballing, and like, people are gonna do that if they can. Why wouldn't they? It's in their best interest. Amazon to push expansion every 6 months on the dot. I could see that happening. The problem is that I think they're really going to struggle if they want to try to charge people for an expansion for New World. I think that's going to be a big issue. So hopefully they don't try to do that and they just add it in with like extra skins and stuff like that. Have I been following Lost Ark at all? Absolutely. As soon as the game comes out, I'm going to no-life it the same as I no-life this game. By the time it comes out, I think it'll probably come out like Q2 or Q3 next year. That's my expectation. You gave it a bad review? No, I didn't. I gave it a bad review in the context of it being pay to win, which I'm not sure if it is or not. I've heard both things from semi-credible sources, so I'm just gonna wait and see for myself. No life for MMOs. Well, the thing is, like, once you get to an apex point, you're good with a lot of these MMOs. Because, like, at that point, all you do is you play the new content whenever it comes out, beat that, and it's easy to beat because you already have all the old content done, and it's just on maintenance. Just ask Stoops. Yeah, I know he's been playing it a lot. I've been watching his streams a bit. Like, he does a lot of PvP, so I'm not really a big PvP guy, but I will probably PvP in Lost Ark because it does seem like a lot of people seem to be enjoying the PvP in Lost Ark, which is nice. Guys, probably keep them in rotation. Charging more content would be a problem. I think it's a value proposition. Like, every time that you charge for content, people are going to wonder, like, well, why wasn't this in the base game or whatever, right? And like, whenever you add in DLC, it has to be really big, or people aren't going to